Alright, I thought we were going to get to do that in one video, but unfortunately we didn't. So, one last video for one more question, and I'm sorry y'all had to watch that in so many different videos. Had another interruption from a student, so not a problem. We'll just finish out here. So Dustin has nickels and quarters, so nickels and quarters in his piggy bank. 49 total coins. Okay, so 49 total coins. And the combined value is $8.85. And we want to know how many of each type of coin does he have. So types of coins, we have nickels. So we're looking at number of nickels and number of quarters. And we just need to use two variables for this. And it doesn't matter which ones. You can use X and Y. I'm going to use N and Q. N for nickels and Q for quarters. Okay. Now we know that the total number of coins is 49, so that means that the number of nickels plus the number of quarters is going to total 49. Okay, and then I also know that the total value is $8.85, so the total here is going to be $8.85, but we need to know the value of the nickels and the value of the quarters to add that together. And so what I have to do is, well, what is the value of one nickel? Well, it's 5 cents. So I can write that as 0.05 multiplied by the nickels to give me the total value of however many nickels we have. And I can do the same thing for the quarters. So 0.25 Q, and I didn't really leave myself enough room there, but it's 0.25 Q to represent the value of the quarters. And together, if I add that together, I would get a total of $8.85. Okay, and so now I have two equations. Here's my variables, here's my two equations. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this one so that I can plug it back in. So I'm just going to make it N is equal to 49 minus Q. Okay, I'm just going to rewrite this equation. And I'm going to subtract the Q to do that. So now I'm going to take this value and plug it in to this second equation. So I have 0.05, and instead of N, I'm going to use 49 minus Q, just like I've been doing, and just like we did on the first example. Okay, and then I'm going to add 0.25 Q, and it's going to total $8.85. Okay, and then now all I have to do is distribute. And so when I distribute that, I get 2.45 minus 0.05 Q plus 0.25 Q is equal to 8.85. And then I can combine those like terms. And then I can subtract this to get rid of it. And I get 0.2 Q is equal to 6.4. And then I'm going to divide by that 0.2. And so Q is going to be equal to 32. Meaning that there will be 32 quarters. And now I need to plug that back in to check to make sure that I have the correct number of nickels. So nickels is going to be equal to, nickels plus 32 quarters is equal to 49. And so we're going to subtract that 32 and find out that the nickels is going to be worth, that will be 17 nickels. Okay. And then we do need to check our answers, and it'll take just a second to do that. And so what we're going to do is plug those two numbers back in. So N plus Q is equal to 49. Well, the number of nickels was 17, plus the number of quarters is 32, and together that was supposed to equal 49 coins, and it does. Second thing we need to plug back into the second equation. So the value of one nickel is 0.05, but we know that there were 17 nickels, plus the value of 1 quarter is 25, but there were 32 quarters, sorry, 1 quarter is 25 cents, and it has a total $8.85. And so when we work this out, the total amount of money that 17 nickels is 85 cents. And the total value of 32 quarters is $8. And so together, that does equal $8.85. So it does work just like it's supposed to. Okay, so we've checked our answer. And now the final step is to rewrite our answer, and it's asking for how many of each type of coin does he have. And so Dustin has 17 nickels and 32 quarters is our final answer here. 17 nickels and 32 quarters. Okay. All right. So I know that's a lot of information. So there are some extra practice problems that are attached there that I want you to complete. And then you can send them to me to let me check them if you want to. That way you can see that you did them correctly. And so what you end up having here, if I can find the right paper. Yes. All right. So this is the paper that you have. I went ahead and filled in the notes for you. This is what we've already covered. It's the definition of substitution method, that it's a method of solving systems by substituting equations within one another. And so here are the steps. Solve one of the equations for x or y, doesn't matter which one. Then you're going to substitute the expression, whatever it's equal to, into the other equation and solve for the variable that's left. And then step 3, you're going to substitute your answer, whatever you get, into the other equation and solve for the other variable. Okay? And so those are the steps for this. So I think what I would like you to do on these is I want you to do the odds. So do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay, so just do the odds on those. It'll be 6 practice problems. Will be good for you. And if you have any questions, you can ask them, or just make sure that you get help if you need any. Okay. Again, remember to ask me questions if you have any. I'll be happy to help with anything that I can do for you. And we'll just make sure that you send it to me if you need me to check those answers as well. All right.